So, you were the woman who was supposed to kill me according to the prophecy?
Where is Mushin's compass?
Oh! Mushin's compass? I don't know. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you!
What a surprise. You're alive. So, what brings you here? It's not revenge, is it? You had a good run, but this ends now. So long, dear Cricket. What is this? The mark of the Black Rose? Jinsuyin, how is this possible?
Spare the well. The warrior is a vessel and may be of use.
Oh. You're awake. Can you see me? General Han is looking for you. I better get going. Maybe we'll meet again.
Cricket, pull yourself together. You must not cling to vengeance. Have you forgotten the teachings of Hong Moon?
Silence, hypocrite. Who do you think you are? Kill them. Kill them all!
Do not listen. Put down your anger. Let go of your hatred. You must not walk her path. Why? Why?
Avenge me, Cricket.
Kill them. Kill them. Do not give to darkness. Remember my teachings.
Channel your hate. Get revenge!
Cricket!
Finally awake.
I know you. You're the sniveling waste of life who's been poking around, killing my men, getting in my way, and generally pissing me off. Ha ha! You've done me quite the favor. They were fools, and you showed them the price of weakness. But even still, you did kill soldiers loyal to me. That means you owe me a penance. I'm surrounded by incompetence. They lost the Nimu Shanty or Marmo Symphony or whatever it's called. That means they lost Mushin's legacy. But you are going to fix their mistakes and bring the legacy to me. Mushin's legacy is the raw power of the Divine Fist. I would explain further, but it'd probably go over your simpleton head. All you need to know is that I want it. Mushin, one of the 4 guardians who stopped the Dark Lord's forces in the Cinderlands. His martial skills were unmatched, hence the name Mushin, the Divine Fist. I want Mushin's legacy. I don't care if you have to smash every pot, torch every village, or call down the wrath of the Dark Lord himself to do it. But you will bring me Mushin's legacy. Why? Because I'm Colonel Yonkai, and because I told you to. And if you don't, I will set fire to every man, woman, and child in Sandstone Village. Now go, speak to Zhong Rishu, and find the legacy before I lose my patience. Don't keep me waiting.
Colonel Yonkai seems to have taken a liking to you in his peculiar way. Don't expect the same kindness from me. You want to work for the Colonel? Fine. Our supplies are running low, and the Colonel likes the meat of the blackbirds in this region. Gather blackbird ribs and bring them to our cook. If you manage to not bungle that, I may give you actual work. Why are you staring at me? See something you like? Go get those ribs. I'm keeping an eye on you.
What in the... Why are you bringing me blackbird ribs? There's hardly any meat here. Okay, I see what's going on. Zhong is having some fun with you. He did the same to me a few times when I first signed on with Colonel Yonkai. He's a bastard, frankly. You seem like a decent sort, so take my advice. Run. Run as far from the Colonel as you can, before he takes what you love most and destroys it right in front of you. Nothing he can promise you is worth your soul. But keep that between you and I, yeah? Get back to Richu before he starts getting suspicious. Good luck.
I saw you taking your time with the chef. I would suggest you not waste your time with him. I have new orders for you, straight from the Colonel. Find Soha at the Raider's Ark and help her locate the Naryu Sarasva. She's a treasure hunter. The Colonel hired her after she disposed of a group of Juwol's private army, the Yes Men. He liked what he saw. Go to Raider's Ark and find Soha. Or else. Do not disappoint me, well...
Hey, I'm trying to get a look at Soha. Would you mind moving over a bit? You don't know Soha? Have you been sleeping under a dune? Soha's the greatest treasure hunter and gunslinger ever. Oh, my rounds. She's so awesome. I want to be just like her when I grow up. Well, maybe without the drinking.
Look, friend, I don't have time to mess around with wide-eyed fans. I've got work to do. Doesn't trust me, huh? Fine, I'll put you to work. Zhong Rishu's got me shooting anyone who's carrying anything suspicious. Like that yes man whose brains I just liberated. I wonder what he was carrying. Head out there and bring that package back. It may have the Naryu Sarasva in it, or at least something worthwhile. I don't like to waste bullets. And don't even think about running away with whatever he had. I have another bullet in the chamber. I've got you in my crosshairs, warrior. Yonkai has better taste in recruits than I thought. What was in the package? This letter was meant for Boss Juwol of the Yes Men. It says the Naryu Sarasva is now in 2 parts. The scavengers have both, but they're fighting over them. The jackals have one half and the vultures have the other. So here's the plan. I'll go to the jackals' dig and you go to the vultures' dig. You find one piece, I'll find the other. Dealing with the jackals won't take me long. I'm gonna scrounge up any ammo I can find and restock. Head out first. I'll catch up. Your technique is unmistakable. You're with the Hongmoon School, aren't you? What are you doing here? The school was destroyed? And Master Hong with it? I can't believe it. You're the last student of Master Hong? Master Hong was a great man. I'm still alive because of him. And now I work for that scum Yonkai. The Master probably wouldn't be too proud. I have my own reasons for working with Yonkai. But what about you? Yonkai's crazy. Why are you caught up with him? That sand-sucking bastard! I knew he was crazy, but not like this. Warrior, let me help you. I owe it to Master Hong, and I'd love to watch that hog Yonkai squeal. If we want the Naryu Sarasva, we've got to find Yanhua and Gil. I'll go to the Mirage and ask around. Word is Gil's been spotted at Crescent Spring. Go talk to him.
You're a hallucination, aren't you? You and those nasty pink ploggles.
Wait, it's really you? You're the one who saved Yanhua from the Tyrian cult. Please help me. It's so hot, I think I drank too much water. I need vitamins, no minerals, rock salt maybe. I can't even think.
Is it getting dark out here? Have you got some salt? Please say yes. Oh, my head is finally clearing. I got so lost, I almost died out there in the desert. I missed my meeting, reunion, with my niece, my daughter. Naryu Sarasva? Why would you think I have the Naryu Sarasva? Wait, that's not what you were going to say, was it? Fine. Here, take it. But I only have one half of it. Yanhua has the other. Oh, why did I just tell you that? Yanhua's the daughter of Yunsang, the Luman Syndicate boss. She'll lead one day, so she's trying to prove herself by stealing hard-to-find objects. But Yunsang didn't want her to go alone.
What does she look like? Well, she's running around in the dirt a lot. Wears strange goggles on her head. Might be a bit of trouble to keep up with. But she's the apple of my eye. Give it back! Give it! My treasure! Stop that thief! Help! Mom says it all. No shit.
I'm Yunsang's oldest friend. He sent me to watch her, but I can barely keep up. She's staying at the Mirage. Please look out for her while I recover.
Please, you must calm down, the both of you. I have prepared special rooms for each of you mighty warriors. Please, follow me, if you will. I think you'll find your accommodations to be quite pleasant and peaceful.
Looks like she saved your skin, Juwol.
It's your lucky day, Soha.
Is it over now?
Well, come on, let's clean it up.
I always get stuck with the messes.
You mean that woman who just shot up the place? I can't believe it, but Lady Yahara is letting her stay here. She has a room upstairs. Please enjoy your stay.
Juwol and I had a bit of a misunderstanding before you got here. I picked off a few of her men over at the Raiders Ark, and she tends to hold grudges. Yunwa's room is across the hall. I'll let you talk to her. She might run if she saw me. I get that a lot. Always keep your hand on your holster.
Wait, I remember you. You're the one who blew my cover in the abandoned shrine. I had a suspicion someone was after me. Have you been following me? Not exactly. Oh, my arm! I'll never challenge you again. What are you doing here anyways? Huh? What? The other half of the Naryu Sarasva? Did you get this from Gil? He's a piece of work. I know Yunkai wants the book, but it's written in Naryu. He doesn't read Naryu. If we give it to him now, it would be worthless. That's why we need Lady Yahara. What? You don't know who Lady Yahara is? She's the one who runs this place. She also happens to have one of the largest collections of rare manuscripts on the continent.
Let me see. Yes.
Did you find it?
Yes, I did.
Only a handful of people can read the ancient Naryu text, and she's one of them. With her help, we can use the book to find Mushin's legacy. I'll even split the profits with you. What do you say? Maybe 90-10? No? 80-20? Really? Well, then, I'm happy to work with you. Yahara is a bit old-fashioned, so perhaps a gift will warm her up to us. Something classy, like Gloom Sandbiter horns. Trust me, you can get them in the desert. My luck is going to change.
Greetings. Welcome to the Mirage. You are welcome here as long as you don't disturb the peace. A gift? You are most kind. Sandbiter horn makes excellent calligrapher ink. I can use it to decorate my fan. I imagine you would not give me such a gift out of charity. Is there something I can assist you with? The Naryu Sarasva! Where did you find such a tome? This book is hundreds of years old. The Naryu script is a bit of a challenge, but I shall read what I can. When darkness arose, deep, vicious, and wild, the great divine fist completed his trial. He entered the dark realm to vanquish and close the dark gate of terror, the source of our woes. He sacrificed all, gave his life for the realm. Mushin descended, his power remained. 3 wise sages locked his light in a tomb, beneath winged skies in a sepulchre womb. I study ancient texts because I believe they are rare treasures in and of themselves. We are all searching for something, Jian, but what I seek is not Mushin's legacy. Mushin's legacy only brings violence, but to find it, start at the Naryu Temple. Thank you.
So Lady Yahara thinks Mushin's legacy is in a tomb near the Naryu Temple. Well, that's a dead-end venture. The entire area is littered with traps and undead. This might be out of our reach. I mean, you're strong and I'm smart, but we would need a small army just to make our way through the entrance. A small army, or maybe a gang of misfits. That's it. Juwol can help us. She's the leader of the Yes Men gang. She's staying at the Mirage, and she's looking for the legacy. I'll draft a note, deliver it to Gungsang. I'll make some arrangements and meet you at the Naryu Temple once Juwol decides to join us. Let's stick to the plan!
What can I do for you? Let's see. Okay, I'll do what it says. Oh, I forgot to mention. There was a message for you. Soha sent word for you to meet her at the dry docks. Don't worry, I'll take care of everything.
Yanhua beat you here. Looks like she talked Juwol into fighting for her. She's a crafty one. Juwol and I don't exactly get along, so it's probably best if I stay behind. Less of a body count that way. I've tussled with her enough to know she's a good fighter. Stick with her and Yanhua. You'll find what you're looking for. I'll be waiting. Good luck.
Are you ready?
Yes!
Who are we?
We are the bandits of song and legend! Outlaws of the land! Yes, man!
We've got treasure to find, boys. Move out!
Everything is great! I got the scavengers to find the Naryu Sarasva. Now I'm using Juwol to get into the Naryu Temple. This is gonna help us find Mushin's legacy. I just know it. Come on, let's go!
Didn't expect the handsome country doctor to be one of the three sages, did you? I had my reasons for keeping you in the dark back in Sandstone Refuge, but now you are ready for the truth. I am one of the sages, a keeper of Mushin's legacy. The sage's task is to pass Mushin's power on to a worthy descendant. I know you seek Mushin's legacy. My question is, do you seek it to save the people of Sandstone Refuge, or to gain the strength necessary for your revenge? Mushin's legacy contains immense power, enough to challenge the Dark Lord himself. A being such as Jin Soyun would be no match for its strength. You lack control as always. Consider your intentions while you search. Do you seek peace or revenge? How about a riddle instead? At its feet, place gold and silver. With Mushin's blood will life be brought. Unto wings which then will soar, high above where Mushin rests.
This is so frustrating! Gold and silver, wings, Mushin's blood? This is giving me a headache. I'm gonna go back to the Mirage to think this over.
What in the Four Realms happened in there? The sky went dark and all these spirits appeared. Yeah, that sounds like the Naryu. Everything's a damn riddle. I don't know what it means, but I'm sure the Dahlia would. Yonkai's soldiers have spotted them around the Shadow Mist Crypt. Word is they're a shadowless faction. Don't know much about the Shadowless, but people say they were Mushin's private army. They protected the Mu family after his death, but later split into factions. Kiron the Red is the leader of the Dahlia. He'd know what the riddle means, but he won't give it up without a fight. Meet me at the Shadow Mist Crypt. Well, if it isn't the Hong Moon Adventurer. I hope you don't mind. I started without you. Oh, I can drink like a Yute. Come over here. I want to talk about Master Hong. Just listen to what I gotta say. Please. Master Hong was like a father to me. I wanted revenge when my parents died. I wanted the world to pay. But Master showed me that my life, my soul, was more important than revenge. Which leads me to you. I see it in your eyes. You're on the same path I was on. Well, snap out of it! Sheesh, didn't the Master teach you anything? What we're doing to help the people of Sandstone Refuge, that's the path of Hong Moon. Saving people, being good, being... What was I saying? Anyway, you can't travel the path of revenge. You're a fool if you do. You hear me? And I'm here to make sure you don't. Trust me. I'm... Really shouldn't have had that last one. Ugh.
Jian, please meet me at my office at your soonest convenience. It has come to my attention that you and Soha are friends. Soha has accumulated quite a sizable tab. I was hoping you would pay for it. I am kidding. I brought you here because you spoke to a sage at the Naryu Temple. I am rather curious to know what he told you. Interesting. Silver and gold may refer to the Golden Crest and the Silver Crest. It is said that they animate the wings of Mushin, a statue that guards Mushin's tomb. You mentioned Mushin's blood. To my knowledge, only a single heir still lives. That person is now the only one who can open Mushin's tomb. Did the sage mention anything about the whereabouts of Mushin's heir? I see. Thank you. Knowledge is more precious than gold. I'll consider Soha's tab paid in full. However, your friend Yanhua still hasn't paid for her room and board. Please give her a friendly reminder. I do have employees to pay.
I've been waiting for you all day. I've got important things to do, you know. Things. And stuff. This riddle. No one knows anything about it. The Naryu are so secretive. It's starting to get on my nerves. Have you found anything? So it's about the golden and the silver crests? There's a statue called the Wings of Mushin at Mushin's tomb? Okay, but where's the tomb? Where are the crests? Ugh, this is hopeless.
Back when I was a scrawny lad and Yunsang was a much less scrawny lad, we traveled through the Cinderlands in search of treasure. We went to the Great Kiln and got wind of a silver crest made for Mushin by the potters. We thought about stealing it, if only we had. Maybe that's our silver crest. If it is, Po Chung, the chief potter, should know something about it. You should travel there and ask about it. Oh, and you'll be just in time for the Kiln Festival. If I'm not mistaken, Chunsam is in charge of getting the most important part of the festivities, the lightning fire. You help him, I'm sure he'll give you information. Thank you. Go see Chunsam at Vagrant's Rest. I'm sure he needs help. He usually does. We'll leave it.
Hey there, friend. I'm a little busy having a genuine panic attack right now. Come back later, yeah? Oh, Gil must have sent you. That's great. You're just in time to help me make the lightning fire. That'll really impress Po Chung, the head potter. Let's start by talking Ploggles. The Ploggle chiefs always summon the lightning sphere for us, but they've been captured by these mean striped Ploggles. I tried talking to them, but you know how Ploggles are. Anywho, if you could free the Ploggle chiefs and bring me back the lightning sphere, I'd really owe you one. Do it for old Chunsam. The lightning sphere? Hot plog! Sorry, been spending too much time around the ploggles. Alright, now get that to the charred tree. Yeah, the tree over by the Great Kiln Gate. The one hit by lightning and all burnt up. It's the only tree that can hold lightning fire. Put the sphere into the tree and the lightning fire will flare up. Light a torch with it and take that on down to Pochung. You'll be so dang happy, I bet he'll give you just about anything. So that idiot Chunsam roped you into doing his work, huh? Well, at least preparations for the Kiln Festival can continue now. What, you think lighting a kiln will make me hand over the potter's greatest creation? You should know a potter is not so easily impressed. You've wasted enough of my time. I have countless tasks that need doing before the Kiln Festival begins. Be gone from my sight. If you are truly desperate, I suppose you could get the mandrake sprouts. The old drunk Jackdan can explain how to get them. Don't disappoint me.
Who are you? Never mind, I don't care. Go away. Mandrake sprouts? The Kiln Festival is here already? I hate the Kiln Festival. The potters, the lightning fire, the pots. I hate all of it. It's dull and stupid and boring. They don't even drink. Right. The mandrake sprouts I grow can fuel the lightning fire for days. In return, I get all the soju I can drink. Pots and pots of it. It's the only thing worth living for. But mandrake sprites love the smell of my sprouts, and the potters won't go near those floating creeps. No mandrake sprouts, no festival. So I need you to toss a banishing orb at those mandrake sprites. They'll go wherever it is they go and leave my mandrake sprouts ready to pluck. Easy as ploggle pie. Check the stone lantern at the mandrake grotto. Should be in there. Oh, and watch out for the ploggles. Now leave me to whatever I was doing.
The mandrake sprouts. These will keep the lightning fire lit for the entire Kiln Festival. Ah yes, the crest. Well, the truth is, I don't have it. Potter legend says Mushin commissioned the Silver Crest thousands of years ago. It now rests with his descendants, the Mu family, in Clear Sky Village. As if it's that easy. I'm sure the Silver Crest is still in Clear Sky Village. It's a precious thing made for Mushin himself. He was once a great general of the Naryu civilization, you know. How would I know? This all happened a pot full of centuries ago. Colonel Yonkai oversees this region and likely maintains records of Clear Sky Village's population. I heard he's currently visiting a military post not far from here. Go bother him about the Mu family.
How fares your search for my Mushin's legacy? I don't see you presenting it to me, so surely you're still hard at work. Why in the hell would I waste my time on these people? I'm using my wealth for more important things, like finding the legacy. Forget all of that. You should be focusing on finding Mushin's legacy. Find Mushin's legacy, or people die.
We have a problem. I found Juwol at the Great Kiln. She's been asking around about the Mu family and asking if Mushin had an heir. She threatened Pochung, the chief potter, and he told her about Clear Sky. He said some of the Mu family settled there centuries ago. I went to Clear Sky to keep ahead of Juwol. I asked around about the Mu family, but came up with nothing. And now you're here. Are you looking for Mushin's heir too? So the heir could live in Clear Sky? That's a problem. The village moved supplies for Yonkai and the Grimhorn attacked their caravan. They kidnapped some villagers, so there's a good chance the Grimhorn have the heir too. They don't keep them, they eat them. If any captives are still alive, they'll be in the Grimhorn Scullery or the Altar of Champions. You go to the altar, I'll go to the Scullery.
Some would-be hero, huh? I don't care why you're here, just don't get in my way.
Wait, do you work for Yunkai? Listen, I'm grateful to you, but I want you to send Yunkai a message. Tell him that Clear Sky Village will no longer move his supplies. It's too dangerous. That woman Juwol asked me the same question. The Mu family died out during the Talastratus War. There are no more in Clear Sky, or anywhere. The Mu family was known as a clan of warriors, but the war was long and costly. All of them died except for Yasana, who was with child. But after the war, Clear Sky was attacked by mysterious assassins, and Yasana was killed. They found her body near Lotus Lake. Her infant daughter perished with her. A lotus flower marks the spot where Yasana fell. Some people claim to have seen her spirit wandering there. Her spirit still lingers there because she was not properly put to rest. I've tried myself. There are too many Grimhorn. Will you please find the lotus and bring her spirit home? We need some time to get our wits back. We'll meet you at Clear Sky later.
Mushin's legacy. Do you have it? Of course they do. Jongwon wants to be a tough guy. That's fine. But it will cost him. 1 out of every 10 men in Clear Sky. That sounds fair, don't you think? I'll have my most ruthless men subject them to new worlds of pain. I'll show them carnage they can't fathom. Now find the damn legacy.
There wasn't anyone named Mu at the scullery. Waste of time and bullets. You find anything? A lotus, huh? That lake is cursed by the Grimhorn. It's gonna take more than moving a flower to free her spirit. The Grimhorn's charms make them immune to the curse. Collect some and maybe we can help. Get the charms, and quickly. Good. I think Master Hong would be proud of you for helping this woman pass on. Here, I've strung the charms together. Take them to the Lotus at Lotus Lake. I'm gonna head to the Great Kiln and see if I can get any more information on the Silver Crest. Come find me when you're done.
I certainly didn't expect to find you at Lotus Lake. This is the place where my sister passed away years ago. I come here to pray and remember and tend to the lotus that grows from her grave. May I ask what brings you here, Jian? I see. Perhaps it is for the best. A lotus should be treasured. However, this place has been cursed by the Grimhorn. We may not be able to move the flower without killing it. Interesting. Perhaps the charms will release the curse.
The Divine Realm has heard my prayers. Perhaps now I can find peace and move on. I am in your debt, Jian. When I married Mu Yang, I knew little about the Mu family. Only after our daughter was born did I learn that his family had ties to Mushin and a legion of shadowless soldiers. My husband died in the war against the Talus Dominion. I had no time to mourn. Assassins came to our village the very next day to erase the final traces of the Mu family and claim Mushin's artifacts for themselves. I fled to the swamps. When a pair of shadowless agents passed by, I ran to them, pleading for help. A dagger cut my words short. My family had been betrayed. Some will assume I was killed by the Grimhorn. Perhaps they trust the shadowless as I did. I bled by this tree, trying to reach my daughter. A man found me just before I passed. He cradled my daughter like one of his own. Yahara, my sister, I know that you continue to search for my daughter. May you never be discouraged, and may the Divine Realm guide your way. I may have passed on, but my love for you and my daughter remains.
My life is my search. I devote my time to Naryu texts, and I speak to every stranger that passes through the Mirage, all for one singular purpose, to find my niece. My niece is the last of the noble family of Mu. The blood of the Divine Fist flows in her veins. Many would try to use her to obtain Mushin's power, yet I sense I can trust you. If your search unearths anything related to the Mu family or my niece, I humbly ask that you share your findings. Also, please take the Lotus and honor Zhang Zhongwan's request. Yasana and her husband lived in Clear Sky Village. That is where she should be.
You found Yasana's Lotus. Thank you. You don't know what this means to me. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I love Yasana since we were children. I kept my feelings to myself because she loved Muyang. I wanted her to be happy. But now, I know it's not Muyang's fault. But I can't help but think that if she was with me, she may have lived. At least now I have something to remember her by. Thank you. Oh, and Mother wishes to speak with you. She is grateful to you for rescuing me.
Saving my son is a debt I can never repay. My youngest is all I have left. The war was hard on our village. Is there anything I can do to help you? The Mu family's silver crest? Oh my, I haven't thought about that in a while. We just called them the Mu, but they were descended from Naryu. I think the crest was a decoration for a tomb? I was not privy to the Mu family's affairs. But then again, Muyang had many friends. Before Muyang went into battle, he wrote down what was to be done with his family's estate in his will, and gave it to his friend Chulu for safekeeping. Chulu was called off to war as well, but he's still alive and a member of the Bakgon Brotherhood. He may still have it or know where it is. Go to the Bakgon hideout and find Chulu, but be careful. Many of the soldiers that survived the Talus Stratus War have gone mad. Remember to eat.
This!
Did you come from Clear Sky? I can never go back. Muyang? My friend? He's dead. His will? Why do you need the will? Who are you? I can't think. The will. I don't trust myself. No, I don't trust anyone. General Gubong watches over it. Yes, the general. No, but he's dead. They're all dead. No, you killed them.
So what did Chulu have to say? General Gubong, he was a talented general and warrior. He was the pride of our village. When he fought, the bodies of his enemies piled up like mountains. But success in war doesn't always translate to success in politics. He rose to power too quickly and made the wrong friends. They betrayed Gubong and executed him for treason. We erected a statue in his honor, but when Yongkai saw it, he was furious. He broke it into pieces. Chulu was most likely referring to Gubong's statue. There was an offering box tucked inside it. I'll bet that's where it is. But no one has been near the statue for years. Everyone is so afraid of Yongkai. Moss has grown over the box's hinges. But I think I have a solution. There's a pot of boiling water outside. take it and pour it on the statue. That should take care of the moss. It's about time we cleaned up Gobong's statue anyway. We can't be afraid of Yonkai.
This is the last will and testament of Muyong, scion of the Mu family. I feel I must preserve the legacy of my lineage and make sure that my family's artifacts are not lost forever to time. If you are reading this, I hope you are of honorable intentions. Mushin's legacy could be a powerful tool to rid the world of corruption or bury it in it. Because of this, I hope that I have made the right decision. After much deliberation with the Shadowless, I have entrusted the Golden and Silver Crests to them. The Shadowless, who first guarded Mushin and now guard the Mu family, should take good care of them. Both Unhak of the Shadowless Lotus faction and Gamyang of the Shadowless Orchid faction have been vocal about securing the Golden and Silver Crests before the Talus-Stratus War involves Clear Sky. The crests are needed to acquire Mushin's legacy, and they need to be safeguarded. To claim the crests, seek out Unhak and Gamyang. To whoever wishes to find Mushin's legacy, please use it to bring peace. We need no more wars and corruption.
What did Muyong's will say? The Shadowless. I've heard of them, but don't know anything about them. But Yonkai should know them well. Yonkai has ordered his soldiers to invade the Naryu ruins, but the Shadowless are keeping them at bay. Yonkai would be eager to have someone rid him of a very annoying problem. Ask him, and I'm sure he'll tell you anything you want to know.
Have you found Mushin's legacy for the Colonel? Unhak? Does Unhak have Mushin's legacy? He's in the Shadow Mist Mausoleum. Bring the legacy to the Colonel, and you will be greatly rewarded. Do not fail the Colonel.
Defended!
It is me, Jakdan! Jakdan the Great Sage! Jakdan the Mighty! Yes, people call me that. Never mind what Dokdan says. So, you're after Mushin's legacy. Now, why would a Hung Moon student want that kind of power, eh? Well, aren't you a noble little thing? But I don't buy it. You reek of hatred. You want Mushin's power to achieve revenge, don't you? Don't lie to me. I can smell liars. My nose is mighty. Not like you'll find it anyway. You may have the Silver Crest, but you still need Mushin's blood to get into his tomb, and all of his heirs are dead. Wiped out. And on top of that, you still gotta find the Golden Crest. Yeah, I know where the second crest is, and no, I'm not telling. We sealed Mushin's legacy for a good reason. We are sages after all. We're pretty damn wise. Sure, you want to say, whatever Stone Village now. But how will you act when you get your hands on the power of a god? That kind of strength brings out the evil in people. So quit looking for it.
Don't think you can find the legacy and stash it. I don't... What is this? This isn't Mushin's legacy, you idiot. It's just some hunk of metal. You're only making things harder on yourself by acting like this. Every time you fail, the Colonel takes it out on the people of Sandstone. After you left, the Colonel worked half the Sandstone men to their death in the mines. He had their bodies dragged into town and lit on fire. Their blood is on your hands. Now go find Mushin's legacy.
Well, none of my leads have panned out. I don't know what to do next. What about you? Any ideas? Whoa, slow down. I'd love to see you grind Yonkai into the sand, but that's not the path of Hongmoon. Remember Master Hong's teachings. Compassion, justice, acting selflessly. If you take out Yonkai, you're going against all of that. We need to keep focused on the crests. You did? Why didn't you say so in the first place? Now we'll save Sandstone Refuge for sure. Master Hong would approve, I think. Go back to Yunhua at the Mirage and give her the news. And get some rest. You look tired. The desert will do that to you.
I don't know why Jin Soyun keeps you alive. Send my regards to Master if you see him.
What?
Sir, I thought I told you many times not to cause any trouble in my inn.
No!
Lucian's compass? Oh dear, are you hurt?
Just a scratch. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, good. But if I see you causing trouble again, you're gone.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, right!
Mushin's compass points to Mushin's descendant. Does this mean she is the one?
Let me see. You didn't break anything, did you? It was so unexpected. I think my hands are still shaking. Now I've got bruises on bruises. Thank goodness you and Yahara were here. Do you know that guy? I think he's the one who's been following me. I guess we're not the only ones looking for Mushin's legacy. Tell me you have some good news. That's awesome! Yes! You're my good luck charm. Everything has worked out since you've been around. Now we can find the golden crest. Do you think that guy will show up again? That would be bad. Really bad. Then he'd end up with both crests. Wait! What if we asked Yahara to help us? I had no idea she was a martial artist. Did you see what she did to that guy? Do you think she'd help us? I don't know if she'd help me. Well, I owe her quite a bit of money, but she likes you. You should ask her. I'm counting on you, luck charm.
Are you injured? The man who attacked you was shrouded in dark chi. I got the impression he knew who you were. How could someone betray the honorable Master Hong? I imagine you have a long and sad story to tell. Yunhua? Anyone who wishes to harm Yunhua will have to get through me. She will be safe as long as she's at the Mirage. I do wish more guests would pay up front.
Ha! We've got the silver crest. We can't back down now. Yahara has to help us. Yes! You really are my luck charm. Everything is going according to plan. Yonkai is after the legacy too, and he's on the move. He's in Raptor's Rise right now, and I sent Gil to feel him out. Gil might have learned something by now. Go and talk to him. I'll stay here and snoop around for clues. May fortune find you.
Richu tells me you've been neglecting your duties. Need I remind you what's going to happen if you fail me? Lots of people will die, and then I will find the legacy anyway. So I will ask again, where is the legacy? No? Then I guess I should just go ahead and torch Sandstone. Don't you agree? What about Gil? He couldn't find his own backside with 2 hands and a torch. He kept prattling on about some kid named Yunhua. I had him removed from my sight. Kill him? I wouldn't waste the manpower. Last I heard, a couple of Juwol's yes-men were dragging him towards the playpen. It was hilarious. Look, my top lieutenant Jong Richu has been keeping a close eye on you. Everything you do he sees. So quit toying around and do your damn job. You don't have a choice. Get the legacy, or I turn Clear Sky into a graveyard.
It's not working! I'm saved! I'm saved! I could kiss you.
I got caught in the middle of an old feud. The Yes Men and the Lumang have bad blood between them. Yunsang and Juwol once had an epic duel over territory. You know how Juwol wears an eye patch? That's Yunsang's handiwork. He's a courageous warrior, but he fights dirty. She's been plotting her revenge ever since.
Juwol knows that Yansang and I are friends, so she hunted me down and tried to force me to tell her where Yansang is, but he hasn't even told me. And if I, his best friend, don't know, then no one does. But what am I telling you this for? We've got bigger problems. Juwol went to Jiaofang village looking for the Golden Crest. I may have told her about it. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to die. I had to tell her something. She's a vengeful goddess when she's mad. Beautiful and terrible. But enough about her. The Jiaofang made the Golden Crest. If anyone should know where it is, it's their mayor, Wigo. Go to Jiaofang village and talk to him. I must go back to the Mirage. Yanhua needs to know Juwol was after her father, and because of that, she was after me. And that if Juwol knew Yanhua was Yansang's daughter, she'd be after her too. Oh, this is awful. I must... Hold still! Get ready!
Well met, Fangless One. What brings you to our village? You must mean the emblem of gold that was made for the Divine Fist. Aye. The Jiaofang forged it hundreds of years ago, back when the trees were tall and our people were strong. It was our gift to Mushin. Aye, the Shadowless have it. I don't know if the Shadowless actually cast shadows or not. I only know of their greed. They cling to their treasure like poisonous vines. In the early days, the Shadowless were agents loyal to Mushin and his descendants. Mushin died, kingdoms fell, and the Shadowless abandoned their honor. Now they're nothing more than another pack of predators. Is power what you seek, Fangless One? You cannot enter Mushin's tomb, even with both crests. It only opens for Mushin's heir. Go to the Elder Bark and speak with our machinist Juwol. Perhaps he can lead you on the right path. Watch your step, Fang.
I've been waiting for you, Fangless. I knew the day would come when a pungent outsider would help me rebuild the compass. Yes, rebuild the compass. Mushin's compass was built to identify Mushin's descendants. It points to the Mu family. It smells the blood of Mushin. The original has been missing for years now. I must build a new one before Mushin's heir is found by those who would misuse the ancient power. The compass was carved from the roots of our tree, the Elder Bark. Go underground and collect some root fiber. While you're down there, you should also activate the Purifier. Purifier, yes. The Purifier keeps Dark Chi from reaching the roots, but now it's tired and gets fused. Turn it on, otherwise it's useless. If the Purifier fails, the Elder Bark dies. I'd fix it myself, but we Jiaofang are especially vulnerable to Dark Chi corruption. I'm sure you'll figure it out, Fangless. Destiny never sits still. Many Jiaofang died defending our tree. I know. I can smell it. Now, only one thing is missing. The needle of the compass must be made with a rock feather. Yes, a rock feather. The flat tooth wants to be my echo. The rocks are ancient birds. They were Mushin's allies back when the trees were tall and the land was less odorous. History can't be changed. Either find a feather or abandon your search. I don't care either way, so long as you stop repeating my words. Move, flat tooth. already carved the body of the compass. Now the rock feather will finish the needle. Excellent. The compass comes alive. Mushin's blood must be near. The needle moves quickly. I can smell your anticipation, Fangless. This compass is fixed, but yours may be broken. You seek Mushin's heir. But do you truly know why? Perhaps the Flattooth only knows how to repeat things that I say. Stay silent if you wish, Fangless. Your aroma speaks for itself. The needle points in the direction of the Yunkai checkpoint. That place reeks of onions and unbathed man hair. Just follow the road and be thankful your nose is weaker than mine.
Mushin's fist, I should have seen it coming. Yunkai has Yunwa. She gave Yahara the slip and went to find the golden crest, but Yonkai's agents were waiting and grabbed her. Yunwa has it. We've got to get her and the crest away from Yunkai. If that weren't bad enough, Gil's been dragged off by the Yes Men. If anybody needs rescuing, it's Gil. He is utterly helpless. But me confronting Juwol and the Yes Men would start a war. I think it has to be you. Yunkai just took Yunwa to the Blind Eye Bazaar. I'll go there and try to get her away from him. Who knows what he's capable of? Surely it can't be Yunkai. He's heir to nothing but evil and death. Mushin's heir is a good soul. It can't be any other way. Or at least it shouldn't be. Okay, I'll get Yunwa and settle this, one way or the other. You go after Gil. Meet me back at the Blind Eye Bazaar. Don't count us out yet.
Oh, warrior, you're just in time. Oh, the worst possible thing has happened. Yunkai has Yunwa. It's all my fault. Yahara wouldn't let Yunwa leave her room. She meant well, but Yunwa, she's very free-spirited. Yunwa talked me into going downstairs to get her something to eat, and by the time I got back, Yunwa was gone. Yonkai's men must have been waiting for her because they carried her off immediately. I followed them all the way to the Razor Ring Ravine, but I was captured by the Yes Men. They brought me again to see their lovely boss, Juwol. Yes, of course. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Boss Juwol is a powerful warrior. We will need her on our side, no matter what the cost. Speaking of cost, I promised Juwol the Silver Crest for Yunwa's rescue and release. She has also promised to stop harassing the Lumang. It's a win-win. Shh, let's free Yunwa first, then we can worry about that. This looks like the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Is everyone in this desert hunting for that damn brat? A deal is a deal, the kid for the Silver Crest. But I can't rescue the brat with Yunkai watching the door. That's where you come in. Just distract him and the Yes Men will strike. You get the easy job, we get the fun one. My men and
Don't bother. I have informants covering all of the Cinderlands. Just shut up and listen before I lose my patience. I swear, you're such a dumbass. This Yunwa brat. She has a big mouth. She's been telling everyone under the sun that she has the Silver Crest. Which means that all she needs is the golden one. This requires a more delicate hand than I'm accustomed to. But my patience is running thin. I need her to talk. I have her held inside the smuggler's den. Go and find out what she knows. I don't care what you have to do. Just make her talk. What the hell is...
All that work, all that planning. I thought I had done something right for a change.
Yunwa! A man appeared out of nowhere and grabbed her. He had, a compass or something in his hand. I guess he put her in some sort of trance and dragged her to the smuggler's den. Oh, warrior, please help us one last time. This is all my fault.
You still don't understand, do you? You are as dense as Master Hong was stubborn. This kid is the last of the Mu. She's Mushin's heir and blood. She is the key to unlocking true power. Something far greater than the cheap parlor tricks of our dear Master Hong.
Who took Yunwa? It looked like you recognized him. Have you crossed paths? Actually, let's save the stories for later. We've got to get the Silver Crest and Yunwa back. While we were distracted, Juwol stole the crest from Yunkai and ran off. I'm gonna hunt her down and pry that crest out of her cold, dead hands if I have to. Make up something to tell Yunkai, then follow me out to Bleachbone Outpost.
Ha! You miserable piece of garbage! How did you manage to lose the Silver Crest? Why are you standing here when you don't have my crests? Go away. I want...
We met at Oakshade Village. If you don't recognize me, it's probably because I'm wearing new rags. The woman with the big guns, haven't seen her lately. Hey, you don't happen to have any food, do you? No sign of Eye Patch Lady either, but I did hear a group of her ridiculous yes-folk talking about her. I didn't hear much. They wouldn't let me get too close. A little raptor told me you're after the Golden Crest. I've heard Shadow Mist Keep is a nice place to visit this time of year. Hint, hint. Would it kill you to say thank you?
Juwol has fallen captive to beasts. She does not deserve to lead us. I, Tang Hong, declare myself leader of our new Yes League. Juwol has failed us. She has allowed herself to be captured by the bone-masked brutes. Now is the time to cast off these chains of oppression. How many of our Yes brothers died needlessly at the Naryu Temple? She has flagrantly ignored our own creeds, partnering with those who have shed Yes blood. I, Tang Hong, declare myself the new leader, but not of the oppressive Yes Men. I dub this new clan the Yes League. Join me, brothers, in... Juwol has...
Find anything interesting? The Bone Mask. Those monsters that flay their victims alive before devouring them. You might want to hurry.
If Juwol had just given up the crest, we wouldn't be here. I cornered Juwol here, but she wouldn't hand over the crest. We fought, but we were surprised by Yamcha, the chief priest. He has the silver crest now.
There will be time for fighting and bickering later. For now, I need all three of you to help me find my niece. Yes, Yanhua is Yasana's daughter. When my sister was dying, the man who came to her must have been Yansang of the Lumang Syndicate. Yes, the man who broke into the Mirage, your former clanmate, was the key. He had Mushin's compass with him. It was pointed directly at Yanhua. She is Mushin's heir. What? We must find her. I will not let anything happen to my niece. I beg of you, please put your anger aside for one moment and help me save my niece. Even at an hour like this, you obsess over Mushin's legacy? I thought I could trust you. Perhaps you are no different from the rest. You are right. He must keep Yanhua alive. Even if he finds the tomb, he needs Yanhua to open it. Very well. Meet us at the wings of Mushin with the golden crest.
Yes, I'm the third and final sage. Don't let my appearance or smell deceive you. So you've reunited the golden and silver crests. I guess it's time for you to awaken the wings of Mushin. The Dark Lord's minions are already moving to claim Mushin's legacy. Why are you wasting time talking to me?
You have the golden crest. Give it to me. Yes, but I need the golden crest now. Excellent. Now I can unseal the wings of Mushin. Everything will be fine. For the wings of Mushin to rise, I must put the crests in their rightful place and consecrate them with my blood. I need time.
Over there!
So you're all working together to steal my treasure, huh?
Save your family reunion for later. Come on!
This will take some time. Hold them up. Oh, rise, wings of Mushin. Take us to the tomb. With Mushin's blood will life be brought unto wings which then will soar high above where Mushin rests.